Okay, so you're asking me about, about the connection. So ask me a question again with the arm. So
About the Americana.
yeah, so you went for the you go for the Americana, and you were instructed to show it in one way. So
Right.
do the Americana, and you went for a more of a twist the wrist
Right,
kind of thing.
grab at the
Grab the wrist and lock, and then do it the way you, not the way I just showed you, but the way you used to do it, right? If he does it this way, like this, and if he tries to wiggle a little bit, you can still get it, right? Okay, good. Okay, so the way we want to connect is, I don't think you need to hold his wrist like that. Just grab and cup your hand, and then put the weight on your elbow, like that, okay? And now try straight your arm. Cannot. Okay, and the problem was before is, here, hold like that, but don't put weight on your arm like you're doing, but don't hold his wrist like this. You said the guy would straighten his arm out, the guy straightens his arm out, right? So every time you try to hold this move, the guy would straighten his arm out, and you couldn't hold it. So then you came up with this modification where you grab the wrist, you hold like that, and then now if you try to straighten his arm, he cannot because you twisted his wrist, right? Okay, so now just hold, don't twist his wrist, put the weight on his elbow, right? Now try to straighten your arm out. He cannot. If good cup and weight on the elbow, he can't, right? So your other move is not bad, it's just a modification because you don't understand connection or base. Grab the wrist now and twist it like this, and keep your weight on the elbow. Try to get your arm out. Right, and it's easier to hold now, even with this, right? So don't twist his wrist anymore. Okay, but you really don't need that. You just need to cup really good and keep your weight on your elbow. Try to get out. He cannot. And he has much more base because he has weight on his elbow. And that's, you can let go now. So that's an example of connection and base. So it kind of gives you an idea. Another example is if you mount him. You know how to do the Ezekiel?
Yeah.
Okay, so do the Ezekiel the way you used to go. Like that, right? You used to do the Ezekiel. And you used to do it, and you should come up and then squeeze like that, right? And then he's going to try to whoopa, and you try to hold it, and he does a pretty good job of holding his head, and maybe he goes over, right? Okay, flat. Okay, so sometimes you can do a better job and then maintain your base and still get the Ezekiel, and if you have the gi, you can roll on your back and you can finish it, right? That's with the Ezekiel. But this has no bearing in base or connection or nothing, okay? So if you grab the Ezekiel again, and you put weight on both elbows, keep your kind of weight on both elbows, right? That's how you keep your base. Now if he tries to whoopa you, you're connected with weight on the floor to the elbows, and now he holds your base now. It's not even a problem to keep the top mount now. Right? Yeah, so your base is not a problem anymore, and you can concentrate more on your Ezekiel. So that's a good example of connection to the floor, to him, and base, and then finish.
Yeah.
So that's another example of it. So I just kind of, to answer your question.
Thank you.
Cool.